Mark has the sleeves here and he's turned them to the right side.
So right side out. Now we just have to sew the sleeves on, have to do a tiny bit of prep. And it's just because we're sewing this thing and it's already joined together with the placket, you can't open it up completely. So to make that a bit easier, all I'm doing is just folding the ends together, and I'm just going to basically just find the halfway point, and I'm just going to snip that. Just put a little snip there, and the same on the cuff, just to make it easier to sew together. Flat and just a little snip there. So just as a reference point. Okay, so we've got this turned to the outside, but we're actually like the well, actually on the shirt collar, when you're sewing it, you sew it to the outside and flip it to the inside. Whereas this one, the only difference is that you sew it to the inside and then flip it to the outside. Okay, so the outside of the placket, fold it over. And again, like you did on the shirt collar, we're just going to come in like a millimetre from the edge. Okay. Put that under the foot and start stitching right in that corner there. So do a couple of stitches and then pull your sleeve out, and you'll see that because we've done those notches, we can line those notches up and flat edges together. And we're just sewing this on at 1 centimetre. And once you've got halfway, set up the last section. So again, just have it so that it's just like a millimetre in from the edge. Okay, so you can see I've just come in
So
there.
the sleeve is just 1 millimetre larger than the cuff, was it? Not larger,
Well,
but poking out.
yeah. So exactly. So the cuff's just in a little millimetre, and the reason for that, like we did on the collar, is so that when we fold it up, you know, that the cuff then goes around.
Neatly hugs it. Rather than
Yeah.
having that little
So you don't have a
step.
strange step
Yeah.
there. Okay.
Cool.
So now we're just going to, again, as with the collar, you can leave it this way, so there's no need to turn it outside, but just get us started. And again, if we do the thing where we pull the bottom thread up, so pull both of those threads to the back, so we get a neat start here. Now make sure this is nice and flat, and that you don't, like, that this is flat on the inside and that you don't have any pleats, because that'll throw out the shape. So give this a bit of a pull. And the good thing about this too is that you can generally, you don't usually have to worry too much about it fitting in, because this is already stitched back, and all you're doing really is, like on the collar, is matching the fold line up with the original stitch line. And you can see how that fits in nice and snug, and you can actually give the top one a bit of a pull without much chance of it sort of running too far over on the edge. Okay, so it's stitched onto the sleeve hem now. So we're just going to finish off do some top stitching on the cuff. So, and I start the top stitching not right on the edge here, but on that stay stitch line there. And I'm doing this at a foot width. You can do it at a pin stitch as well, like close to the edge, but I tend to like a bit more definition. And you can also, I mean, you could stitch this at 1 centimetre as well if you wanted to. trim page here. And there's your placket done, ready for the button and the buttonhole.
Lovely.